Right next to us, and that's what caused the storm, the lightning strike right here. But there was some.
Yeah, it was so loud. So I'm impressed that you slept. I was expecting you to pop up into our room at any second. But luckily you were really tired. Come on, parkour! Hello everyone. I'm wearing the necklace I just got. It is a new favorite instantly. Oh, hello. I do not have Ziggy locked up here, but I will when we start actual bedtime. I need to water the plants. They're very annoyed, both because they need bigger pots and I can't find any, and it keeps eco mode keeps turning on when we leave the house, and the house gets up to like 80 or hotter, and then we have to blast the air conditioner when we get home to try and cool it back down. And I think it's just really messing with the plants, so they're kind of dying. I don't love it. Hi! I didn't get a cookie because you're not locked up here yet. I'll give you one. But today my period started this morning, and that means I only had a 20-day cycle, which is about the shortest I ever get. Usually 22 is the normal for me, and 24, I see that a lot. The shortest it's ever been, I think, is 18, and I think that might have only happened once in my life. Or maybe did I have like a 2-week one, but it was a really messed up cycle. Anyway, it doubly sucks because not only did I only get 14 days without my period before it came again, but it's now lining up to my first week of work, and I think the worst, I can't reach. I think the worst day might even be on the first day of school. So I'm gonna have to talk to, this is so hard, my lead teacher. Wow, there's a lot of dying leaves. And see what I can do when I need a bathroom break every hour. I might not get one. I had the worst day of my period on the first day I was subbing. I was only subbing for like 3.5 hours or something, and I bled through everything. And that was even with me taking a bathroom break when I didn't have one scheduled. I just had a student only a singular student and another adult in the room because it was a shared room. I'm so sorry, plant. I'm sorry, Gustav. Anyway, all that to say, my period started and that sucked, and I've not been feeling amazing. We went and got gas in my car this morning. I'm almost done with this and then I can focus on you. We went and got gas in my car, and then Danny suggested we go to Paris Baguette. So we just had like pastries, and I brought one home for Jax. And then I finished the sleeve and started a tiny bit of another, but I ran out of yarn. This morning I had ordered more yarn and paid $8 plus tip to have it delivered today because they just kept giving me rewards coupons. I had $10 in rewards, and then like, we're giving your members $5 bonus reward. And then there was like sale coupons. So I'm like, well, all of these discounts are more than paying for the shipping. And the shipping, if I order it normal shipping, I think was only like $1 less than doing the same day shipping, which makes no sense. Or maybe it was $1 more than the same day shipping, something like that. It's like right around the same thing, right around $8. It's just you pay the tip. And I thought that's fine because they only have this yarn in stock in a location that I don't go to. I'm not a fan of driving out in that direction. So I did that, and I was expecting it to come maybe even as late as dinner time or something. It never came. Never came. So I've been doing lots of laundry, dishes, and then I was like, well, I have this whole basket full of these little balls of sport weight yarn. They come in a big like ombre gradient cake, and I separate them out and use them for like color work and stuff. But I was like, maybe I could just make a really colorful, fun sweater. And I did a tiny little swatch, obviously way too tiny because this came out so huge with my calculations that I think I'm going to actually undo it, even though that's probably like 3 or 4 hours of work. I was gonna just stick with it. I'm like, it can be a big swingy sweater. It would be so much yarn and so crazy. I think it needs to be more fitted if it's gonna be crazy. So I think I'm gonna measure it and see what stitch count I actually need and rip it out and start over. And I was gonna do both stripes and checkers, and I was starting to do the checkers, but I'm just not enjoying the checkers, and I think a lot of my balls of yarn will be too small to do a section of checkerboard. So I think I'm gonna stick to the stripes and just start over. But I'm really bummed that my yarn never came. And I look at the order page, it still says arriving today. This store's closed. And it has like a progress bar. It says ordered. And then the next step is like packing, out for delivery, and delivered. And it's just sitting on ordered. So am I gonna get money back? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I don't really have anything else to say. Tomorrow I have to go get a COVID shot, which will be lovely because that will be right at the heaviest point of my period. I don't know if that's gonna make it worse for me. Yay. I feel like COVID shots in the past have messed up my cycle. I think he's calling for me. I gotta go wash his hair anyway. He wanted to dye his hair today, do his haircut, but then we went to the pool and he got chlorine in it, and then we went out and he was so sweaty that everybody's like, did you just take a shower? So I've got to wash his hair again before I can put hair dye in it. But I'm just gonna go and I will see you tomorrow. We'll just see what we get up to. Probably groceries, even though I don't wanna. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Stay safe. be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.